What's going on, peoples? Another day, another dollar, right? I remember when I was locked up, I mean, 95 cents a day. I used to say that shit every day going to work. Another day, another dollar, because it literally was another dollar. I mean, I earned good time to come home. That was the main reason to work. But anyways, the main reason why I'm making a video today is this douchebag Jake Lang. And there's some other fat, weird looking motherfucker next to him. I don't know who the fuck he was. I was watching some video where police were asking him for the information. They had a U-Haul truck. They were burning some books or something, which I think is just the dumbest shit in the world. Here's the thing. If you don't approve of a book, then don't let your kids read that book. But why are you going to burn that book because you don't like it? If nothing else, I would never burn a book because that's what the Nazis did. And I tried not to do shit similar to what the Nazis did. I don't know, maybe it's just me. But he was going out to something. They call it a protest. That's fine. As long as you're not hurting no one, then I don't see no problem with it. And I definitely don't want the police fucking with anybody. Like, I don't want the police fucking with KKK just because they KKK. If you want to march and protest and shit, that's your right. You can do what you want to do. I told you before. Honestly, I have more respect for people like that than people, because they admit who they are. They admit their racism than people who try to hide it. You know what I mean? At least, be upfront. But I don't really believe this douchebag believes half the shit he says. It's hard to tell nowadays because so many people are, fake just to get clicks and views and shit. So it's hard to tell on YouTube what is real and what is just people, playing make believe or whatever. But my question is this: for people out there like him or whatever, and if it is real, is how sad are you in your life that you have to take time, precious time, away from your life to fuck with other people? And the reason why I say that is because when I was younger, I used to fuck with other people. I remember when I was in school, I said the two people, I said everyone was bigoted against someone or whatever. I didn't like gay people and I don't like foreigners. I had no problem with you if you were like, say, Hispanic and you was born here, but if you were born in another country, I don't care if he's white, black, Hispanic, if you was born in another country, I didn't like it. I don't know why I didn't like you. You never did nothing to me. And then, of course, as I got older, I started, that was when I was younger. I was a Christian and, this is all the stuff I was taught. As I got older, I started thinking for myself. That's when I started thinking, hey, like there's black people that, I'm black, they're black, so we the same race, color, whatever you want to say. There's black people that hate me, that want to kill me. There's black people that I just don't like, to irritate the fuck out of me. That goes with every race. There's black people I love to death. Coolest people you ever meet in your life. Nicest people in the world. Good, hard-working people. There's great white people out there. There's also pieces of shit white people that, and Asian and every other race. That's why I say that racism is stupid, because you got to judge people by the individual, not by whether they're a woman, a man. It's just like people are like, oh, any man can beat up, men can beat up women, this and that. Most men can beat up most women, yes. But that doesn't mean that every single man can beat up every single woman. So, therefore, to say that a man can do something, but a woman can't do it, is just ridiculous, because you might be looking at that man that is a pussy. And the woman that's trying to do that job or whatever is a beast. Now, if we're saying like, you take the strongest man against the strongest woman, obviously the person who's going to be strongest is going to be the man. That's obvious. But we're not talking about the strongest, the top of the top. There's only one person that's at the top. Everyone else is down below there somewhere. So that's what we're talking about. The big in the middle. Not the worst of the worst, not the best of the best. But in the middle, you're going to have a mix. And that mix is going to be all races and sexes. But anyways, let me get back to this douchebag, Jake Lang. So, I just, like, this is a real question. I really want to know because I barely have time. I don't know. Maybe it's me. I fucked around too much. Y'all know I work bullshit jobs. Sometimes I might work 2 jobs or whatever. You know, for a while there, I was taking care of my mom till she passed away. I have kids. I have pets. You know, like, all my time goes to cleaning my house, working, taking care of my kids. Now, don't get me wrong. I do have time to play my game at night. You know, that's my relaxed time. Everyone should have some downtime. That is my downtime. But my downtime is like a couple hours a day, maybe at most. There's times where I get so busy, I don't even have time to play a game for a whole week or whatever, you know? Like, I have no downtime. So my question is, how do they get like whole days and weeks and shit where they could just go off and play army men or do bullshit? Like, what am I missing here? And if you do have that much time, why aren't you spending that time with your kids, with your family, or out there? I was going to say out there doing something you enjoy, but maybe you do enjoy going to these rallies and protests. That's the same thing I used to say about a lot of these. I don't know. I don't understand it. And I don't want to make a whole long video about this bullshit because honestly, it really don't matter. People like that, just, I laugh at them. Like, one day you're going to die, you're going to look back and you're like, damn, I spent my whole entire life riding around burning books in a fucking U-Haul, screaming at Muslims and black people and everyone else that was different than me or thought different than me. So, I don't know. And then again, then my next question would be, you know, I heard on the video I'm watching, they keep talking about Christ this, Christ that. How Christ-like is it that you're riding around burning books and spewing hate? I'll never, till the day I die, I'll never understand. And again, I have nothing against Christian people. I met some really good religious people of all religions. But there's a lot of people who claim to be religious and they spew hate. How? Like, I can understand someone being hateful when they're not religion. Isn't that the whole point? I heard people saying, how can you have any moral value if, you know, moral compass if you're not religious? Like, you know, if you don't believe that you're going to go to hell if you're a bad person, then why would you be a good person? I always say I'm a good person just because I want to be a good person. I don't give a fuck about no heaven and hell. But my question is, though, I mean, that's what you're saying. Y'all are the ones saying this shit. Y'all are saying that you need to be a religious, I'm not even going to say specifically Christian, but you got to be a religious person in order to have a moral compass. So where the fuck is your moral compass? I get tired of people talking out both sides of their mouth. You got to be a good person, and then they're not a good person. You can't steal, and then they steal. You can't lie, then they lie. It's like, come on, man, what the fuck are we doing here? But anyways, I might go ahead and post the video. I gotta go to work here soon, but I'm trying to think of some more Your Mama jokes. I might post the video here in a couple hours with a few of those. So, if so, I'll see y'all then. Otherwise, talk to y'all tomorrow or talk to y'all later. Peace.